From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Abigail Salas.
And I'm Ben Schlittler. With the measles outbreak growing, New Mexico's congressional delegation wants the Health and Human Services Director, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to take strong action. They want Kennedy to bring back fired public health officials and encourage vaccinations. The letter was signed by U.S. Senators Ben Ray Lujan and Martin Heinrich and Representatives Teresa Ledger Fernandez and Melanie Stansbury and Gabe Vasquez. The delegation says that vaccines save lives and that it's the responsibility of the Health and Human Services to stop the spread of infectious diseases. Jacqueline Rees is next up with a first look at weather.
Yes, guys, let's take a look. So this is a live cam footage from Milton Hall here on campus. And as you can see, it looks like beautiful weather conditions. We can even see the Oregon Mountains in the back. But it is a nice evening to take your dogs on a walk or go on an evening stroll. Let's take a look at our current conditions. So the skies for today were sunny. The temperature was 68 degrees. Our winds are blowing southwest at 6 miles per hour. The humidity is at 7%. Our dew point at 11 degrees, leaving our barometer at 29.92. The high today was 78, so it was really hot today, especially since we're about to enter into March. Our low was 43 and our average today was at 68 degrees. Our record high in 1986 was at 83 degrees and our record low in 2020 at 19. There was no rain today, leaving our yearly rate at 0.05. Back to the desk.
Girls Can is a career exploration conference that shows career and education paths to 6th grade girls. On Saturday, the American Association of University Women Las Cruces and Doña Ana Community College will hold the conference at DACC. The conference will feature 25 career topics, and each participant will have 3 one-hour workshops provided by professional women in the area. Workshops about college options, financial strategies, and higher education are also provided for parents. Stay tuned. Jacqueline will be back with your national forecast.
But first, KRUX radio station is enjoying a new kind of concert on campus. More on that when News 22 continues.
The great Andrea Bocelli celebrates the 30th anniversary of his amazing career with a star-studded concert in Tuscany. Enjoy Andrea Bocelli 30th when the celebration comes to great performances.
Friday at 8 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
All across America, a diverse group of artisans share their unique visions with the world.
Whatever comes to me, whatever comes to us, we will place that and infuse that into our work.
It's not really a job, it's kind of my life.
I could not see myself doing anything else.
This is America.
Saturday at 12:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Wednesday,
where news matters.
February is the month of love, and while the month is almost over, NMSU students at KRUX Radio started the month in style.
News 22's Heba Hamedi has the story.
Desiree Price is an NMSU student who loves to play her guitar and sing. And My Fault is a high school jazz band. They're two of the acts Naomi Tercero found for a special concert, a concert for Crux, an NMSU student-run radio station. Desiree and My Fault were what she was looking for.
Really, really, really liked them. And so I was like, okay, what if we had them for a Crux concert, but we'd have to kind of change the vibe a little bit. And
the normal vibe for a Crux concert is progressive rock, but Naomi wanted to try jazz, so she became the mastermind behind a new type of concert.
Everybody kind of let me run with it.
And she got Desiree to play. The concert was on February 13th, and for Valentine's Day, it was called Love SM.
An evening filled with music, life, and dancing. Definitely one to remember, especially for some of the local talent.
It was so fun. It was really nice to see students, even administration come and support us.
We just like to be a really safe space for a lot of different types of people, and we like to do that with indie music, rock music. We like to mosh.
And that's what Naomi was going for, a musical outlet for students who are not in the mainstream.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight.
And it was just really nice to see local talent as well who have been Aggies, who've graduated, who are going to be Aggies, and like myself, who is an Aggie.
Desiree hopes to continue making music and may even come back for another Crux concert. Heba Hamedi, News 22.
Well, let me tell you who I have zero love in my heart for. Puxatawny Phil. That little groundhog lied to us about 6 more weeks of winter.
Well, he not only lied to us, Ben, he lied to the whole country as well. Jackie, what can you tell us?
Yes, let's take a look at that. So as you can see in our national weather forecast, you can see down here in Phoenix, we're looking at 89 degrees, which is crazy because then when you look up here in Boston area, we're at 52, and in International Falls, we're at 38. In Seattle, we're at 61, Las Vegas, 77, San Francisco, 70, so it's kind of looking like we're all over the place. Taking a look at my next map, we're going to look at the current heat index. As you can see, down here in the San Diego area, we're looking at 80 degrees, and temperatures are definitely on the rise when you go more south. Looking at the Yuma area here in Arizona and even making its way up to Phoenix, we're looking at 87 degrees, even going down into the Puerto Penasco area. And looking over here, we can see 81 degrees down in the San Antonio area and the Austin area. That's all I have for you right now, but I'll be back with your local forecast after the break.
We're going to take you back with some real oldies from the 16th and 17th century. We'll meet many of the great masters and tell their stories. I promise you an exhilarating ride. Classical Rewind on this station.
Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Join us as we go behind the scenes with the cast and creators to celebrate the remarkable bond between humans and animals in All Creatures Great and Small, Tricky and Friends.
Sunday at 7 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Join us for 50 years with Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's an anniversary special featuring America's favorite folk group, singing the songs that changed history and became the soundtrack of our lives.
Sunday at 10 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Let's take a look at our local temps. As you can see, in Farmington, we're at 47 degrees, Santa Fe, 45, Albuquerque, we're at 56. Looking over here in Clovis, we're at 47, Ruidoso 51, Las Cruces 68, and Deming also at 68. Let's take a look for tomorrow. We're looking at Farmington at 58, Gallup at 61, Albuquerque at 60, Socorro 64, Roswell 63, Las Cruces we're at 66, and Deming at 66 as well. In Alamogordo, the skies tonight are going to be clear with a low of 44 degrees and the high of 64, sunny skies. Next, we're looking at Truth or Consequences. The low is going to be 39, clear skies, and the high at 64, sunny skies. Next, in Silver City, we have 35 degrees as the low, and tomorrow the high of 58, sunny skies. And in the city of the Cruces, we have 43 degrees as the low, and the high tomorrow, 66. So not as hot as it was today, so cooling off just a little bit. And we'll send it back to the desk.
Well, those two giraffes had more energy right there than the NMSU baseball team did all last night. Austin, what do you got about that for us?
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, the Aggies baseball team were on a 3-game winning streak until they faced the UNM Lobos. Don't go too far because News22 Sports is next.
Why does music make us feel so deeply? Join Dr. Nolan Gasser, the musical mind behind Pandora Radio, on a journey into the science of music. Combining a thrilling concert, a mind-expanding conversation, and an interactive app that delivers your own personalized playlist.
Sunday at 3 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
The gentle storytelling and picturesque setting of All Creatures Great and Small on Masterpiece continue to enchant PBS viewers. In a new special, we'll discuss the warm, folksy wisdom found in these timeless tales. We'll hear from the cast and creators of the show, and also local residents, including the daughter and son of the author. Join us for All Creatures Great and Small, the wisdom of the Dales.
Sunday at 8:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it! Welcome back. I'm Austin Harmio, and let's talk sports. Your NMSU Aggies took on the UNM Lobos for a midweek baseball game. First pitch was at 6 p.m. Tuesday evening at Santa Ana Star Field in Albuquerque. With the Aggies on a 3-game winning streak, this game meant a lot more than an in-state rivalry. Even with all the momentum from the last series, though, against Western Illinois, the Aggies had a rough outing. Aggie freshman pitcher Matthew Yark, who started for the first time this season, allowed 6 runs off 6 hits in the first 3 innings. On top of the pitching struggles, New Mexico State only had 2 hits in the game. The Lobos got this one. However, we will meet again April 1st here at the Presley Askew Field in Las Cruces. District playoffs started this week for New Mexico high schools. Las Cruces has a couple rivalries being played tomorrow evening. The 5A District 3 semifinals will be held tomorrow at 6, where the Oregon Mountain Knights face off against the Mayfield Trojans, and the Centennial Hawks travel to the Las Cruces Bulldogs. The Oregon Mountain Knights have been dominant all season long. They have not lost a district game yet and currently sit in 6th seed for the Class 5A state rankings. In the playoffs, anything can happen, so don't count anyone out. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Jacqueline will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, it's the 10-year anniversary of the escape of 2 therapy llamas in a great chase. More on that when News 22 continues.
Buongiorno, I'm Rick Steves. Join me as we explore some of my favorite places in the heart of Italy. We'll retrace the steps of St. Francis in Assisi and bask in the dolce vita of Italy's vineyards, hill towns, and agriturismo hospitality. Whether you're planning your next trip or simply want a virtual visit, you won't want to miss this exciting tour through the heart of Italy.
Sunday at 1 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Contrary to what we thought, living a long life does not equate to a doomed ending of suffering and limitation. And what's going to surprise you is that people around the world have followed this easy-to-use program, and you too can change your life and your future. They all come down to just one thing.
Sunday morning at 11:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Let's take a look at our top stories.
The Association of University Women and DACC are hosting a career exploration conference for 6th grade girls on March 1st to encourage young girls to join STEM fields, and KRUX invited Desiree Price and other jazz artists for a night of love this past Valentine's Day. Did I write off Puxatawny Phil a little bit too early? Is it going to get a little colder?
Let's take a look at that. Let's see. So on Thursday, our high is 66, our low is 36. Friday, our high is 73, low of 42. And on Saturday, it's almost hitting the 80s at 78 degrees with a low of 42. Sunday, the high of 71, low of 45. And on Monday, the high of 68 and the low of 39.
Well, that's going to be all for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night for more news. Don't go anywhere yet because Marin Gregory is next with Noticias 22 right after this. I'm Abigail Salas.
And I'm Ben Schlittler, and good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Hola, buenas tardes. Yo soy Marin Gregory y gracias por continuar con Noticias 22. Ben Archer, una clínica de salud, está negando el servicio a pacientes que no pueden comprobar que son ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos. Esto es en respuesta a la orden ejecutiva impuesta la semana pasada. Esta nueva orden intenta dejar de otorgar fondos que apoyan a las personas sin documentos en la frontera. Esto a pesar de que casi el 17% de los residentes en las Cruces fueron nacidos fuera de los Estados Unidos. Legisladores propusieron a subir la impuesta de alcohol a 6% en Nuevo México. La propuesta también cambiaría el destino de fondos existentes a un nuevo fondo para aliviar el daño de alcohol. Nuevo México tiene la mayor tasa de mortalidad relacionada con el alcohol en la nación, pero las cervecerías y destilerías serán exentos de la impuesta. Esto es todo por mi parte. Que tengan una buena noche y nos vemos mañana para más noticias. Gracias.